Okay, so here's my problem. Cool's on, it's calling for cooling, the fan's on, it's blowing warm. And outside I see fan's not running, compressor's not running. Okay, so checking the signal from the thermostat, I'm getting the call command, 24 volts, and that's the yellow and red going into the board. The contactor is not receiving the 24 volt signal. Really tough to film, but you'll see I got no voltage on the control side of the contactor. So because I've got voltage going into the control board and none coming out, that makes me suspect either the low pressure or high pressure disconnects, which I'll show you in just a second. The high and low pressure switches are connected in series, so by checking the yellow and blue wire for resistance, I'm getting 1.6 ohms, so they're good. So the last safety device that could potentially not allow it to turn on, geez, this won't zoom, this won't focus, but the thermostat shown right there, which shows that it's normally open, and I'll test that. Okay, the two pink wires go to the thermostat, which is normally open. It's not a rheostat. Checking it here, you'll have to take my word for it. You can't see it, but I've got the pins, and it's open like it should be. A couple more checks that I couldn't film. So the contactor resistance is about 18 ohms moving off. The orange wire here is the control for the reversing solenoid, and it's activated as it should. It's getting 25, 24 volts DC, and I can hear the solenoid clicking on, but of course everything else is not running. Okay, so after doing all this, the schematic and electrical checks, I'll show you what happens if I manually trigger the contactor. Sure enough, everything works. Fan runs, compressor runs, and if I give it a minute, you'll see that the condensation begins to form, so it's cooling properly. Everything's running like it should. I'm stumped. Help me, YouTube Nation.